It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' leader at quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Eagles and the Desperados on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Eagles of Orlando taking on the Desperados of Columbus.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Damone Clark
drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tajay Spears, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Desperados are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Darnold on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. Whitley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hand off to Spears.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Off the play fake, Watkins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Play action. Watkins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Watkins.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
His 11th rushing touchdown on the year and 12th overall. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Spears.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Darnold.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown!
Chris Olave Desperados have cut it back within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dean. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, Watkins. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st down, Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And 17 at the 40-yard line.
Darnold now to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Waste of time.
On 1st down, Whitley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Off of play action, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Dean. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun. Watkins going deep here for Allen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Darnold from the gun. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Powers through. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Off the play fake. Watkins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Off play action. Watkins under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. He has... Number 78 tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Desperados get a bit closer.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. A nice tiny little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And a route is on here in this first half.
Desperados 21. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And running with power here. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Off the play fake. Watkins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently. Going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Watkins. That is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
A final shot before break. Watkins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off play action. Watkins. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Off the play fake. Watkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try again.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side?
Yeah, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Spears with another carry.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And here's a give to Spears. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Darnold. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Jalen Carter. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watkins. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Operating from the gun, Watkins. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this? Oh, Darnold loses it.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 20. keeper.
And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Desperados 21. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Desperados 21. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Fresh off the pick-6, it's Darnold.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down.
55 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in.
Back now in Columbus, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Piñeiro now to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Darnold. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third.
Following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the
so
play,
that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
On third down, Whitley fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Watkins. He finds his man complete. It's Dean. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Oh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Darnold on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Eagles had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Complete to Likely on the out route.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Gain on the play. And the Columbus first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Amari Barno,
his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Watkins going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take...
Pressure comes and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 11 yards.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
That one's taken in by Spears.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 5 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
To throw is Darnold.
That is caught by Lamb.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lutz good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One last throw now for Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete.